So I'm wondering a few things about men and women. Um, One of the things I'm thinking about is, are we making men redundant with our technology? With our artificial intelligence and robots and sexual aids for women? Are we putting ourselves out of the action? I think it is a bit of a concern because the whole of society works on men interacting with women. It's all about that basic relationship. Everything flows from that. And if that is becoming disrupted, it is very worrying to imagine what society might become. So I'm worried if we are making men redundant with technology. Women may increasingly start to look elsewhere for pleasure in their lives. I'm also thinking about misandry, and a very common example of misandry, very serious yet casually implemented by women or men, and it frankly amazes me that men tolerate this and don't see a problem with it at all. And the simple thing is the expression ladies before gentlemen. Now that seems like a polite expression, nice, and there's nothing wrong with that. But actually, when you look at it, it is hateful and absolutely unacceptable language.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Elixir of unacceptable language. And an example is, well, I've got two examples. But ladies before gentlemen is the first one. And to see how hateful it is, just change the words a little. So instead of ladies before gentlemen, if you say whites before blacks, then instantly the hatred becomes clear. Absolutely unacceptable. Ladies before gentlemen is horrible language, and men should not accept it, and it should not be spoken at all. Another example is women and children to the lifeboats first. Again, men hear that and they don't react to it. There's just an acceptance within men that they are worthless than women. It is mystifying. Very unfortunate, a very sad situation. So I'm thinking that how I've always been aware of attractive women when they're displaying their legs or breasts. And I do appreciate how attractive women are used to sell products. So I've always been aware of this, but I've never joined the dots as regards how women influence me and the men in general. But I'm thinking that sex sex is not all that. It's nice, obviously, but it isn't everything. But men tend to behave like it is. Men seem to be wired to regard sex as pretty much the ultimate thing to aim for in life. It is deeply unfortunate. I'm wondering how men and women fit together in society. It would seem to me that, in a very real sense, women could be seen as a danger to men. In terms of female accusations of male impropriety, I'm wondering if the position for men in society has become such that body cams might be necessary for men, recording all the time to defend themselves from accusations from women. I'm thinking men are very much at a disadvantage if a woman wants to claim he misbehaved in some way. I'm also thinking that it's ironic how we single out men for their propensity to violence and crime and war, but we don't single out men for their brilliance in engineering or creativity or artistry. We don't give praise where it's due. So I'm still thinking a lot, and I'm wondering at the future relationship between men and women. Particularly with the change in the relationship between men and women as regards women's dependence on men for many things in our lives. As that dependence is reduced with artificial intelligence and computing and robots and whatever, men will increasingly less be needed by women, which means that women will treat men differently and regard men differently. And men will no longer feel obliged to help women as they are now. So it seems to me that women will gain more independence with our advances in technology. And the relationship between men and women will fundamentally change. And women will look upon men differently, not in a needy fashion. She won't need men in the same way. My initial thoughts is that if this is a healthy change that will happen, if women don't need men so much, their behavior towards men will probably improve in terms of respect, and it will be more of a move towards true equality rather than the essential slavery in which men exist at the moment. Large changes are happening in society, and initially I'm thinking it will be good for men, good for fairness and equality. But I know I could be wrong on it. I do have much more thinking to do.